What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a 2026 bag update, so let's go.
Grip it, rip it, watch it fly. J-Mo Disco, let's ride.
Alrighty guys, what is going on? Like I said, we're doing a 2026 in the bag update. Not a whole lot has changed. I'm gonna go over some things. I'm not gonna keep you here long, obviously, but I wanted to kind of show you from where I started to where I am now. So we are going to start with the putters because I do already have them out. Like I said, obviously still got the Proxy in the bag with this cool thing, but there is one disc really for that I'm kind of I just got, so it's not 100% going in the bag right now, obviously, but is the Notion from Discmania. This is the Cadence Burge version when she won the Discmania Challenge Open. Or, no, sorry, just Discmania Challenge. But this one, from what I've heard, is supposed to be kind of straight to flippy, and that's kind of the spot I'm looking for. So I've got this. I'm trying to possibly work it into the bag. It might be, because like I said, I'm about, at the time of recording this, I've got at least 1 to 2 more tournaments for the rest of the year that I'm able to do. There might be some other pop up, but maybe try to work this into the bag at some point, but that's TBD. So got that one. Then the next one is just the Envy, but I do have a different Envy from when I did my in the bag. And this one is basically, when I first started, maybe about a year or 2 in, I got an Envy just like this from Dynamic Iron City when they had their store. And I got this, not this exact one obviously, but this specific run with the red on the inside and the white on the outside. And I love the disc. Well, as a person that's only been playing disc golf for a year or 2 at that time, I got rid of it. And so I've been struggling to find this specific one, and then now that I'm able to get a lot more power and pop behind the disc, I finally found the disc. And this thing is straight, get a slight turn out of it, not flippy like my Proxy, but I can get a slight turn out of it enough to where it's just almost dead straight, perfect disc. One of the next ones is a newer disc to the bag that I got at the time of this, probably about a few weeks ago, maybe almost a month since I got this, and I've been throwing it. I actually threw it the day I got it, and I fell in love with it, and I tried to make it work into the bag, and I think I found a spot. It's the DGA Surf. I don't know if you can see, but it's got a cool Sullivan Tipton thing that he's running personally. Love this disc. For me, it's got a little bit of stability, but I can push it straight enough. So it kind of complements the Envy a little bit, to where if I want something straighter but have a little bit more stability, I would pull out the Surf over the Envy. But if I want something dead straight, I'd pull out the Envy, obviously. So I love this disc, and it's kind of cool where he's got Sully from Monsters Inc. as his thing, because that's his nickname is Sully. Happy I finally got one of these. Got something else with Sully's, obviously, in the bag, but the DGA Surf. And then the next new mold, the others are still the same that we'll go over quickly, is the Canyon. I got this one literally in March. As the time I'm recording this is June. Got this in March at the Birdie Fam event, where I got my first win. Not sanctioned, but I got my first win in a tournament setting. And I won, but before that, I won this in a CTP battle. And the Canyon, I'll throw up the numbers. I think it's almost Zone-esque, but kind of like a little bit straighter. Kind of Zone SS, but maybe not as flippy. Love this thing. I just use this for more, like I need something stable and I want to hang it out wide kind of thing. I'd pull this out, and this thing is money. It's the rubber blend. And it doesn't get a ton of skips, so it might get a little, but not much. So it's very good. If you haven't tried a Canyon, highly recommend it. Then the next 3 I've got, like I said, obviously same cache, same Zone SS, and then the slammer is still the same, but it's just a different. I got my pink lemonade here, is what I call it. It's the Brooksy Slammer. For Foundation fan, you know what this is. But got this run. I like the feel of it a little bit more, and also it just looked cooler than the one that I had. But yeah, but that's pretty much it. And then obviously still the same old Zone. So yeah, so now we're gonna head on into the mid ranges and show you kind of what's different. Alrighty, and then I did forget one change, and that was with the putters. I'm not putting with the PA3s anymore. I made the decision probably around March, early April, because I forgot about this run that I got from Robbie C, which is the Birdie Blend Wizards. These felt a lot better in my hands than my PA3s did. Not super shallow, but perfect. So I switched to those. But I did just recently get these Sullivan Edition sonars from DGA that I'm kind of messing around with, but like right now probably for a long time. And I know I said the same thing about the PA3s, but I'm putting with the Wizards. That is the one thing I forgot to mention. But now on to the mid ranges. Pretty much the same. Nothing really changed. Like I said, obviously got the flip. One of the newest additions is the Hooligan rope. I finally got my hands on this, and it complements my Melita, which is still the same in the bag, so well, because the Melita being straighter, this one's straight just a little bit. It's different than my Ritual, which is also the same in the bag. It's a little different because I think this can hold a little bit straighter. That's got some more stability to it, so it's perfect that I got these complementing each other. And if you haven't tried the Hooligan rope, there will be a link down in the description to go try Hooligan, to where, like I said, you got the Cash, you got the rope, the Dime, the Yeet, the Vibe, and they got so many cool accessories and apparel and stuff like that, so I highly recommend going and checking them out. Then the last mid-range is the Sullivan Quake. But this one is cool. It's kind of got like a Roman Emperor vibe to it, and I got this one. It's different than the other one. I temporarily took the Quake out of the bag to try kind of see if other things, nothing really worked, and then that Quake kind of brought me back to it. So very much loved that. And then also, if you don't remember, I did take I had the Hex in the bag. I took that out because I started noticing there was a similarity with the Melita and the Ritual between the two. And then like the Melita started getting a little like somewhat flippier, but not at the same time. So then it started to complement the Ritual. So I took that out. And then I got the rope, which kind of fits in between those two. So, but that is pretty much it for the mids. But now we're going to head on into the final one, the drivers. Alrighty. So not much changed with the drivers. I will say the Sapphire that was in the bag, I did say in that video that it would possibly get knocked out by the trail, which it did, because the trail started getting a little flippy on that side, and I was like, well, I love the trail a little bit more, so why not keep that? The Osprey's still the same. The Wraith, it's starting to get a little bit flippier now, but not as much as you'd probably think. It's starting to be just almost dead straight still. Perfect disc. And then, but the one thing that changed with the Vibe is I'm not just throwing it on forehands anymore, I'm throwing it more on backhands, because it's complementing the Wraith, to where when I throw the Wraith in the wind, it's really starts with how beat in it is and how flippy a little bit of flippy it is. It's starting to get too bad in the wind, and then I've noticed I threw this during a league round on backhand in the wind, and this works perfectly. So it kind of complements each other. The Eternity, still the same. It's starting to beat in to be a little straighter, but still has a little bit of stability. So it's not really complementing the trail anymore, because the trail's starting to get really flippy on me. But this is kind of like how the Wraith and the Vibe is. One works in the wind, one doesn't, kind of thing. But definitely love this Eternity. When they haven't been released to the public yet still, but once they are, I'll let y'all know. But definitely, whenever they are released, go try those out. And then the next two are the Cicada and the Sagara. The tour series for this year came out, and I was like, you know what? I'm bagging these two. Why not try them? So I got these two. Fell in love with them right away. They fly pretty much exactly the same as the ones that I had. Just like the hand feel of these a little bit better. So I got those. Then the next one is still the same mold, just got a little different. Got kind of like the Gannonburg Simulazot split die here. It flies amazing. Still kind of straight to stable. Gets slight turn, but not enough to say, oh, it's flippy. But awesome disc, and I was happy to get it. I got this off eBay like this. So, but if anybody out there that was watching that does know how to do those, I would like to have some of my discs dyed like that. Maybe not exact colors, obviously, but something along that nature. And then last but certainly not least, I was bagging the Onyx. I don't know why I didn't even consider the Raptor here, not the specific one, but the Raptor for the overstable slot. But I got this one off of Whatnot, and it was handpicked. It's got the double Ricky stamp on it. When I got this, I was like, this is a lot more stable than the Onyx, because the Onyx, I can push straighter but still have a heavy overstability. It's not like dead straight, obviously, but I can get it to push straighter. When I throw this straight, it doesn't stay straight nearly as long, and that's exactly what I'm looking for in this slot, because I've got other discs in my bag that if I wanted to have straight to stable, I can just throw that, such as like the Cornerstone, Sagara, the Vibe even. So there's other discs that I can do. But the Raptor is awesome, especially this one. I think it's a Glow Raptor, I think is what it is. But yeah. But if you have a chance to go try the Raptor, if you want some really overstability, perfect. Besides that, like I said, the cart's still the same. I added some stickers and stuff like that. I'd say the only other thing that I added is the birdie bag. Besides that, not much really has changed on that side of it. So, but yeah, that has been it. So if you have a chance to go try out some of the discs that I mentioned, or if you see a specific spot in my bag that maybe I need to try for next year, leave comments down below. But yeah, thanks to all my sponsors for this year. I'm happy I brought my first sanctioned win at the time of making this literally a week ago. I brought my first sanctioned win home. I'll throw a picture up of the trophy that I got. Not much to show for, but it is that tournament means a lot to me. So yeah, but with all that being said, like I said, thanks to the sponsors. See y'all on the course.
Sun coming up on the fairway line, bag full of plastic and it's game time.